Hey guys, welcome to 2017 MCAT Preparation Merit or Excellence question. This is question 11 in this series. I know this is the second question of the day, but this was actually sent to me by a viewer. I think it's a really good question. Most likely will be an excellence question. So here we go. This is the question you're actually dealing with. So I'd say guys, pause this video at this point right now. Try and do this question by yourself. See how far you can actually get in this particular question. There's a lot of little tricks in this, so just be careful, and then I'll go through the answer once you unpause the video. Alright, so let's have a look at this question. Alright, so we got a gardener that has to lay out a rectangular garden against a wall. So I'm going to do a little sketch here for you guys so it kind of makes sense. So there is my wall, and he's going to do a rectangular garden against a wall. Okay, so this rectangular garden is going to look something like this. Now it says he has exactly 48 meters of edging to form the three sides. So see how you got side number 1, side 2, side 3. So these three sides is going to add up to 48. Now he's telling you the width is x meters, so that is x, and he says the length must be at least 2 times the meters, 2x meters. So we've got the length, and it has to be at least 2x. Now when I gave this problem to my kids, what they kind of, and I think this is what most people do, is like they just put automatically length is equal to 2x. Just be careful that it's actually at least 2x. Now it says the area of the garden is 216 meters squared, so we've got 216 meters squared as the area, and we're asked to find x. So the first thing I want you guys to do is you've got to use that 48 meters, all right? So I can actually say, for the green edging, you've got side 1, which is x, plus L, which is side 2, plus the third side, which is number 3, that's also going to be x, is equal to 48. So this is the first equation I'm going to show you guys. We got 2x plus L equals 48. The second equation that we have is the area of the rectangle. Because area of the rectangle, we have area equals base times height. In this case, it'll be L multiplied by W, or x actually I should say, because the width is actually, I'm actually going to length times width. Well, no, we'll just go length times x. All right, and what we do know is area equals to 216 meters squared. So as of now, we've got an area which is L times x, and we have the edging which is 2x plus L equals 48. So what I need to do is I need to write L by itself, so I can substitute the L here. So I have one equation with all just x's. So let's take that first equation, which is 2x plus L equals 48. And when I rearrange it, I'm going to get L equals 48 minus 2x. So now that I have L equals to 48 minus 2x, I can go back to the area formula, which is this one here. I know that 216 is equal to L multiplied by x, because that is base times height. But because L equals to 48 minus 2x, I can write this as L as 48 minus 2x multiplied by x. Now at this point, I need to expand the right hand side. So I'm going to get 216 equals 48 times x is 48x, and then negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. And right now you should see that what you're dealing with is a quadratic. So bring all those colorful terms to the left hand side. So when I bring negative 2x squared to the left hand side, I'm going to get positive 2x squared. When I bring 48x to the left hand side, it'll be minus 48x. The 216 stays as it is, and that's equal to 0. So what I have right now is a quadratic that I need to factorize. Now don't go jumping into that big other way that I've actually taught you guys. Have a look at the numbers. You can see that the numbers, all the numbers can be divided by 2. It has a common factor of 2. So take 2 out, and what you'll have is x squared minus 48x, sorry, not 48, 24x minus 24x plus 108 is equal to 0. Now you have a nice little quadratic formula that you can actually factorize. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to 108 and add up to negative 24. And those two numbers, negative 18 and negative 6. And this is equal to 0. So from here, I can say that x minus 18 equals to 0, or x minus 6 equals to 0. So for my first answer, I get x equals to 18. My second answer, x equals to 6. And majority of the time, guys, with the quadratic, you always have to go back and actually check which answer actually makes sense. And in this particular case, I'm going to go back to this line here. See how it says the length must be at least 2x meters. Because even though it says x equals to 18 and x equals to 6, only one of them is actually possible. Want to know why? Because have a look at this two situations that we have. So this is the first garden where x is 18, so that'll be 18. Okay? And then look at the second garden where x is 6. But here's the problem though. If this, I'm looking at the left-hand side, this particular garden, if the wall was, say, if the wall was here, and if the wall was here in this one, what happens is the opposite side is 18. But if you look at that red line, it says the length must be at least 2x meters. So if I do 2 times 18, because remember this is length, so 2 times 18 would actually be 36. And the problem right now is he's only got 48 meters of edging. So having x as 18 is not actually going to work, because x can't equal to 18, because he's going to need more than 48 meters of fencing. But if it was 6, then the opposite side would be 6. And guess what? You've got 6 and 6, which is 12. 48 minus 12 is 36. Is 36 at least 2 times more than 6? Yes, it is, because in this case, it's actually 6 times the edge. Have I done that right? Yes, I've done that right. So therefore, we can say that x can't be 18. X has to equal 6. So length condition is satisfied. Okay? Because if we put it at 18, then what happens is we don't actually have enough edging to actually cover the entire rectangle, entire garden area. So in this case, we say the final answer of x is equal to 16, and that's basically it, guys. I know this is a really long question, but it covers so many topics of algebra in one question, and thank you very much for the person that actually sent this question to me. I really do appreciate it. And as for you guys, if you have any other questions that's a bit challenging, feel free to send it to me, and when I get some time, I'll actually write the answers up and share it with the rest of the people here. But for today, I hope that's all the questions. Tune in tomorrow for another question, guys, and I can say thank you for watching.